I love like behind the scenes because like I can see a little bit of the game underneath the taskbar, or like at the bottom of the. So you know, like that thing where you like mouse over like a window and it creates that little like dragging line where it just clones your mouse over and over again.
Yeah.
Just doing that.
Mm.
Yeah, it like pauses the game when it's not focused. Weird. If I can do that. I didn't see that as an option. Nope. But there are multiple save slots, which is really nice. But something that I thought about, because I kind of got a little bit of an itch today, is I want to run this by you. What do you think? We've seen the Temple of Recollection. I got a really big itch to play this game today. I was like, I can't do anything in the story, but if I do the Temple of Recollection, I could potentially get powerful stuff. So I'm like, I'm tempted to not do it.
Yeah. Well, after we get some more progress, then you could probably do so.
Yes, but there's probably 7,
En route, the
8,
captain
maybe 8
informed them that
chapters.
Holkia, the continental home to Papnica, was Dark Lord Hadlar's base 15 years prior. As such, Papnica was seeing the fiercest combat. Worse,
There's like maybe
the
8
Legion of
chapters. There's
Immortals,
achievement
the
for
Dark
7,
Army's most fearsome, had come to seize it.
but we'll see.
Leona, I'll be there soon. Just hold on.
So like probably chapter 5, I'm probably good to go.
They're all so frail.
Hey, it's this guy.
Why do humans have such fragile
him.
bodies? It's such a letdown.
I got the figure of him yesterday. Like it arrived yesterday,
If these
on the
are
day the game
supposed to be
released.
their best warriors, then this country is all but mine.
Master, we just received an urgent message from a Hyadra.
Our Legion commanders are together at Sovereign Rock Castle.
Why all of us together? Did they say what's going on?
Yes, Master. It seems a new young hero has risen and defeated Crocodile the Beast King.
Really now, Crocodile? I see, so it's an emergency. So be it then. I will go to Sovereign Rock Castle. You finish off this country yourselves. Show no mercy. Burn to the
Oh, this is gonna go great. 2 minions on their own with no commander? We're gonna do great.
Humans, be it house
Yeah.
or field or even livestock. Understand?
Yes, sir.
I love that thought of like, kill everything. I don't care what it is. If it's moving, blow it up.
Captain of the Dark Army.
I heard Crocodile was defeated. Truly pathetic. To lose to a mere human kid.
That boy Dai may be human, but he is not to be underestimated. I offered him a flawless scheme, and still the so-called Beast King managed to lose. He's being kept in resurrection fluid, but his chances are 50% at best.
Ah, we have a method to bring them back.
If whoever caused this damage is really just a kid, then he's a true monster. No one, no matter how strong they are.
Okay,
should be able
I
to
love that they're
damage
finally
Crocodile's
like
steel
getting
body.
past the he's just a kid. It's just like,
That means
no,
this
somebody
guy must
damaged
possess
him.
more than just physical
That's
power.
really
I
big.
concur. This fledgling hero possesses an immense potential.
Aran, my sympathies, pal. Heading off to take Ringaya, only to be summoned right back. It's a cruel joke.
Save your sympathies. The Ringaya kingdom has been destroyed.
Damn.
Really so fast?
Come along.
But I love
Lord
they're actually
Hadlar
taking
awaits
this
in the left
seriously.
shoulder chamber.
Because so
Yeah.
many series go, oh, he's just a kid. What can he do? And then they get their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming so far.
We're still missing Hyuncle and Mistburn. Who in the blazes would be late for an emergency summons?
Come now, Flazzard. You really haven't noticed? Mr. is seated right next to you.
You! How did you?
He definitely was not there a second ago.
Then that just leaves Hyuncle.
Sadly, it appears I must apologize to all of you. I had intended to gather our forces in order to obliterate the new hero Dai. But Dark King Vern has a different notion, and he has made a direct order. He gave the task of defeating the boy to Hyunkel, and we
Alright,
are not
so the
to
previous
interfere.
Demon Lord is the smart
Is
one.
this really the famously scenic port city of Papnica?
Captain, this
I like
place
they're
is
subverting
dangerous.
a bunch
Once
of
we're off
stuff
the ship,
with
get
this.
as
We're
far
just like,
away from here as you can.
no,
Hey, wait up, Dai.
take this seriously. We're just gonna
Please be okay,
we're all
Mom.
gonna descend on this tiny kid and just obliterate him. And
Yeah.
end of story. And it's like, nope. Higher up said no. And you're just like, all right, well, I can't really do anything about this. So
It's like I really want to, but
When-
big guy said no.
when the big boss says something, you do what the big boss says. Otherwise, you get obliterated.
Skeletons!
Yep.
This must be the Legion of Immortals!
You really chose to wear a
invaded this
shiny gold
country.
headband? Yes.
Calm down, Dai. We're clearly outnumbered here.
You have magic, you idiot!
Oh, fine then. It looks like we have to fight. That was the Avant-style sword technique. An Earth Slash.
What? Then he's one of Avon's students like we are?
Thank you for saving us.
So you're a student of Master Avon too?
Believe it or not, we're also...
I knew it. You're his disciples.
That means you must die.
It is indeed true that I learned to fight from Avon. And if I'm to be called a student of his, well then, I suppose I would in fact be the first.
What a freaky sword. I've never seen a blade so ominous looking.
Yeah.
He's got a strange, malicious feel to him. Is he really on our side?
No, that's not Trunks.
So tell us, what happened to this country?
It fell to the Dark Army's Undead Legion 2 days ago.
The Undead Legion? You mean those skeletons?
And Leona? What happened to the princess of this country?
No idea. I was wondering about that myself.
Leona.
For all of the Dragon Ball
were
references
lucky
we
to
made
meet you
last
when we
time,
did. Join us.
it was
and
really
let's all
only
fight
the
together.
original manga art of Dai that
No,
looked like
hold
Kid
it!
Goku,
I'm
and it was
telling you
only
guys,
in like a
something
few
is off here.
shots.
What the heck are you talking about, Pop?
Yeah, come on.
Everything
Only a
else is
student
pretty
of Master
original.
Avon could use Earth Slash, right?
If you're really one of his students, you should have an insignia of Avon like us.
You mean this?
Well, don't I feel dumb?
We're gonna need all the help we can get, so what do you say? Fight with us. We'll take on the Dark Army
We're wrong
together.
about the Piccolo blocking laser. No, I wasn't. Like I said, for all the, for specifically the character designs, they are at least not the same.
Okay, what's so funny?
I was just laughing at what complete fools the three of you have turned out to be.
We're back, fuckers!
Rattle 'em, boys.
If I'm spoiler to the tag, rattle them. Oh, we got a new upgrade material finally.
I'll give it my all.
Don't let your guard down.
Ah, outfit locked. Boo.
Ooh.
Also not sure if that was shorts or panties that I saw just there.
Eh.
I saw like a flash of pink for a second. I was like,
I'll give it my all.
that might be part of why I don't want the outfit on.
Yeah.
Cause she does like the old-fashioned dodge roll too. I think we haven't seen it before. Do you want to say with zero context he totally could have just killed a different student and stolen the amulet? Not sure. Oh, that's cooler. Yes to both of those things. It's just what I see. Here's the thing: he did know the technique, so he has some experience. That's probably like what was like, oh, you must be a student of Avon because you know his technique. But you could have just also learned. Also, mission level 11. That caught up real fast. Real fast.
Yep.
I think the last one was like 9?
I think so. Well, looks like you got to put on the EXP 50% again.
I want to make a mod of this arena where just one of these squares is green. We got the slow-mo, like, yell, too.
What's the meaning of this?
You cannot grind in the roguelite. The levels are set.
It's probably just a fake or
Because
something.
you start off at 1.
No, it isn't a fake.
And then you have to level up in there, and then you just go back to normal level afterwards. Oh my god, it literally is just a video. Do you see that? There's even a time bar. Oh my god.
My name is Hyunko.
Wow.
Commanders of the Dark Army.
Incredible.
How could a student of Master Avon be a Legion commander of the Dark Army?
Being able to rewind a cutscene is, in fact, really good. Because I can just start it over if I wanted to.
What's the meaning of this?
I told you guys, this creep is a villain after all.
Yeah, but his insignia.
It's probably just a fake or something.
Oh no, it isn't a fake. The uncomfortable truth of the matter is, not all students of Avon respect their teacher and love justice like you. Some of us love chaos and have embraced the darkness instead.
A dark hero.
Just how weak justice really is. My name is Hyunko, one of the 6 commanders of the Dark Army, leader of the Undead Legion.
How could a student of Master Avon be a Legion commander of the Dark Army?
Wait, Hyunko, haven't you heard? Master Avon, he was defeated by the Dark Army. He's gone.
Yes, I heard about it.
I heard about it from the one who did it.
I'll admit, it was quite a shock. To be defeated by the very enemy he once bested? That's what he gets for taking on students and neglecting his own training. For what it's worth, I was hoping to kill him myself. Such a shame. I asked the Dark King to give me a chance at defeating Avon's students instead.
He does have a point.
However,
but
now
also,
that I see their weaklings
training others is also
I can't tell which
training as well. Keeping up on the basics.
Yeah.
See, like, this looks great.
Disrespect my master! I'm not gonna let you talk like that! Take it back!
I think part of what doesn't help the costumes is I don't remember there was like another series that I looked at and it was like, oh, you know, the models don't look too detailed, but also these outfits are like incredibly simple. That's not helping.
Yeah.
Any attack enemies caught within have a 20% chance to miss. Probably not gonna miss that. Who's to say Avon did not train alongside its students? Is the thing.
I'll give it my all!
And I don't like the fact that they lock outfits for this.
Yeah.
Not a big fan. Get my squeaky chair. Was it a Tails game? I have no idea.
I'll end your misery.
What's the meaning of this?
The uncomfortable truth of the matter is, not all students of Avon respect their teacher and love justice like you. My name is
why do we have to go through this dialogue again?
Commanders of the Dark Army, leader of the Undead Legion!
How could a student of Master Avon be a Legion commander of the Dark Army?
Not so fast! Wave slash!
No, it's not Tokyo's honor, dude.
Dare you!
Get ready!
Not so fast! Take this!
What's that?
Enough games! Whoa! I'll crush you in one blow!
Brace for it!
Burn to a go!
Are you okay?
My master taught me this!
Not so fast! Wave slash!
You duped it.
Yeah, without dying.
What? It didn't work?
You call that a Von Strash? What a joke! It was just a cheap imitation.
Now try this one.
You know the lesson. Slice the earth, slice the sea, slice the air. And what slices everything is the Avon Strash. Fighting you, I can tell you haven't mastered the Avon-style sword technique yet. You're still missing the third skill, the air slash. Die. Even if you breeze through the special hard course, you'll probably learn air slash on the 7th day.
That's right. I only ended up training with Master Avon for 3 days.
Even I can't use air slash. It's the greatest of the Avon.
Oh, so you haven't mastered it either.
It's only when earth, wave, and air have all been mastered that the Avon Strash reveals its ultimate power.
I do really like his voice actor, by
In
the way.
its current state, your attack is nothing more than an incomplete imitation. And even I'm capable of that. Avon Strash!
Oh, those are rock steps.
3 against.
That's not a wall. Those are steps.
Well, then I will have to use my secret weapon.
My bigger sword.
Unique sword.
As a warrior, I can't use spells. So the Dark King Vern
Have you tried going to all
trades? A supreme armor that repels all attack spells. When I wear it, I'm invincible.
Supreme armor, huh? I don't see any armor around here.
Oh no, it's right in front of you. Undo!
Now he looks like a Dark Commander.
Now, yes, now he does. I love that. Oh, that's some evil tokusatsu bullshit. I love it.
Yep.
What is his armor?
That's right. This dark armor blade is both the mightiest weapon and the mightiest.
I love the hilt is on his helmet. Did he just a Kamen Rider?
Stand down. I won't fight a woman.
Wow.
Do not underestimate me. Women can risk their lives in battle, especially when fighting for justice. You learned it too, didn't you? I know that Master Avon would never grant one of his insignias to someone who's unworthy. I know that deep down you...
What?
I don't need it. I only carried that relic around to help me find Avon or his disciples.
Wow.
So I could have the pleasure of killing them myself.
But why? I don't understand why you hate him so much!
Because Avon is a murderer, the killer of my father! This continent of Holkia was once the Dark Lord Hadlar's base. The old Dark Army descended on the world like a blight. The casualties were many.
Uh-huh.
Poor thing.
I was raised in Hadlar's underground palace by the
What?
armful Bartos. The only reason he was allowed to keep a human child was because he was the strongest knight in all the Dark Army. And he was the guardian of the Hellgate, which led to the Dark Lord's chambers.
Okay, so this makes sense.
I shall name you Yunkel, after the legendary swordsman who once ruled the underworld.
I mean, I know there can be like friendly
I wasn't
monsters,
permitted to
but
leave the palace.
Yeah.
But I grew up
but
without ever
like this
questioning it.
doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Bartos was the first man to teach me warmth. But then one day...
I mean, I guess you could be serving the evil lord without having a real choice to do so.
He's finally come. Yunkel, as guardian of the Dark Lord, it's my duty to fight the hero. It's possible I won't survive. Now you mustn't leave this place. If I don't return, promise me you'll grow up strong.
Dad! Dad! Avon! Strash!
Unlike other monsters, the undead cannot sustain themselves without the Dark Lord's presence. With Hadlar's death and the loss of his dark power, my father...
Yunkel, thank you for the memories.
Well, that's
It's
traumatizing for a
ironic.
child.
The man who happened to
Yeah.
find me was Avon himself.
Barely tell that's
No way of
him.
Knowing who I was.
Yeah.
Perhaps he assumed I was some child the monsters had captured. But I knew immediately that he was the hero, and the one responsible for what happened to my father. At that moment, I swore that I'd gain the strength to one day defeat him. That's why I became a Von student and learned to fight, so that I could defeat him with what he had taught me.
Stop it! I know how you feel, but Master Avon
What? Was fighting for justice? Justice or not, it doesn't change the fact that he took everything from me. My father was reduced to ashes. If that is justice, then justice itself is my enemy!
I mean, if Dark Lord hadn't been a dickwad,
To finish
wouldn't
you
have happened.
off, I'll show you
Yeah.
the special attack that I intended to use on Avon! Take this!
Just pulled the sword off of his helmet.
This is the attack I developed just to defeat the Avon-style sword technique. It's called Bloody Scride. I devised this attack as I absorbed everything Avon taught me. Then, on the day I graduated, I came for his life.
And it didn't work.
Congratulations, Hyunkel. You've officially gained the skills of a full-fledged warrior. And so, I present you with this. Consider it a graduation certificate. But you are far from being a complete warrior. Your blade work seems to have a strange malice or animosity to it.
Gee, I wonder why.
Master, do you know a man by the name of Bartos? Bartos was the strongest knight in all of the Dark Army, and he was my father.
I was like, oh.
And so the malice that you sense in my blade, it's my hatred towards you for murdering him!
Wait a minute! Kyunko! What have I done? I fought back without even thinking. But if I hadn't, I'm sure he would have killed me. Such talent with a blade. He strikes like a demon. Kyunko!
Ah, okay, I was about to say, that's how it happens.
And the only reason I survived was because the Dark King's trusted servant, Mistvern the Shadow Vizier, rescued me. Since then, I have continued to train as a warrior for the Dark Army. Now,
This
my
is like the
own
one
attack
thing
far
is
surpasses the power
he's
of
just
Avon's
monologuing
Strash.
right now. It's like, well, we can't do anything about this.
Foolhardy dodging
Yeah.
has only drawn out your suffering.
But I would like these while like
End it for
fighting.
Yeah.
That's not a problem with the game.
My name is Hyunkel, one of the 6 commanders of the Dark Army, leader of the Undead Legion.
Physical crit rate plus 1%. Still locked in. Level 13.
I'll give it my all.
Don't know if that's anything that anybody would want. I think all the ones I have are kind of just better. I mean, aside from that one, this also increases my defense up by 6. That's only 4 die. You don't use it. I think all of yours are better for you, and yeah. Fortunate. Yeah, level 13 though. Like these caught up real fast. I want to see something. Yeah, that was 10. No, so it lists those rewards, even if I've gotten them. So that little hero is just not a reward. I'm going to beat you all just enough so that I can monologue to you without being able to retaliate.
I'll give it my all.
I'll crush you in one blow.
Stand down. I won't fight a woman.
Do not underestimate me. Women can risk their lives in battle, especially when fighting for justice.
Let me guess. A lesson from
I
Avon.
tried to dodge it. Didn't work.
Be careful!
Wave slash!
Yeah, that time to dodge.
My master taught me this.
Face the power of darkness!
Oh, he's enraged. Ice salmon.
Get ready.
I'll end this.
You got it.
What? Oh, it swats my character automatically. Fuck off.
Wave slash.
Not a fan of that. I am not a fan of that at all.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even see he died. It was just suddenly on pop. I'm like, what the fuck? Press the wrong button. Dodge.
Burn to a crit. Cleave. Be careful. Time to cool off. Not so fast. Wave finished. Not so fast. Wave slash. This'll help. Haste it. Clear. You're finished. Dark aura shot. Let's go. Aura shot. Not so fast. Finished.
I'm locked into that final attack. That's dumb.
Haste. Not so fast. Clear. Crackle.
No way to revive. That's really dumb.
Not so fast. Bristle. This'll do it. Finished. Now,
Come here.
it's the power of darkness.
You ready?
Burn to a crisp. Wave slash. Cleave. Dark aura shot. I guess that's it. Wave slash.
Be careful.
Not so fast.
Red Hawk. It's all in the hip.
Wave slash. Not so fast.
Oh my god, they're literally both spells, so they're useless.
Yeah.
I've got you.
Wave slash.
It's all in the hip.
Take this. Dark aura shot.
So close.
Not so fast. Dark aura shot. Dark aura shot. Not yet.
Oh my god.
You
That's
did
so dumb. There's no way to revive, though.
Yet you insist on
Yeah.
troubling me. This should keep you from pulling any more of your bothersome tricks.
I didn't even have enough time to see if that one giant AoE was gonna follow me or not, because that's what I was trying to do.
Puppetry aura hand. This particular skill uses a dark aura to bind the enemy. It is typically used to take control of the undead.
Because like I went one way and then suddenly both of my teammates were also there. I was like, great, now I have to go the other way, and then it
Give
hit
it
me.
up already, die. Your time has run out. Now die, bloody scribe! What did he?
Don't be so sure.
But you, I thought.
Crocodile! You survived?
What is the meaning of this?
just what it looks like. I'm here to protect Dai. You there, boy! Come take Dai and escape with the Garuda! You're still too weak to defeat Hyuncle yourselves. You have to escape.
But, ma'am...
Don't be concerned. She'll be all right. Hyuncle isn't the type to harm the girl, no matter what the situation is. I'll do everything I can to help her. But right now, you must get Dai out of here.
Do you really think that I'll just let that happen?
Do you think I'm just gonna let you do anything?
I can take you down with me if I have to.
You can't. You don't have the strength right now. That's right. Your armor may be brand new, but I can still tell. The wounds from your previous battle still haven't fully healed. Your steel hide is nothing more than a cracked shield right now. No, curse you! Let go!
You'll have to finish me off.
Wait! Ma'am, still put me down!
Don't worry, Pop. This doesn't count as running away.
King's 6th Legion commanders. I believe that at least you and Baran were worthy of respect. How disappointing that you'd submit to a brat.
I just couldn't stand seeing someone who bested me lose to someone else.
A loser's argument. How the Beast King has fallen. If you refuse to get out of my way, Crocodile, I'm just gonna have to run right through you.
So be it!
Why would you care so much about them? They are the sworn enemies of our Dark Army.
Oh, our Dark Army? If you ask me, it never seemed
I still have my pride, Hyuncle.
The Dark Army. It always looked more like you were fighting out of anger towards the humans. I was the same. I looked down on humans. I thought they were puny, pathetic creatures.
They still are, but, you know, some of them.
Made me realize that they are strong and compassionate beings. They can work together, sharing their joy as well as their sadness. They're not like us monsters, who are alone.
We don't know how to work together.
Quiet.
We should fix that.
Your nonsense!
There's no way you can't realize the greatness within you. Don't you see that you are lying to yourself?
I said enough!
That only proves my point.
It's good to be human. When I am reborn,
You'll remember my words later in a flashback.
So long as I have her, they're sure to come to her rescue. And when they do,
That's all I'm sitting here thinking when you're
finish
making this. Like, I said, you'll remember me later.
It's true. It'll happen.
Okay, good. They still got. That's what I'm worried about. He's like right there. God damn, +2. Now my spell will do 5 damage against.
Yeah.
An electrifying bat.
After fleeing Hyuncle's assault, Dai and Pop met Baddock, a swordsman serving Princess Leona, spending the night at his hideout. The next day, in the hopes of defeating Hyuncle, Pop bound with a brand new spell, Reclimatize.
Bound? You want to explain that
Though
one?
Hyuncle's armor may repel all magic, Pop figured that as metallic gear, it remained vulnerable to an electric attack. The plan was for Pop to cast Reclimatize, to summon thunderclouds, which Dai would then use to unleash a Zapple on Hyunkel. Though Dai struggled to aim while practicing, he eventually prevailed. With their plan set, the boys headed to the underground palace for the final showdown.
That's the entrance to the base of the Undead Legion.
So Mam's down there?
It seems like it. She wasn't at the temple, so they probably took her with them.
Then Crocodile...
I don't know what happened to him. It looked like he was still healing from when he fought against you, Dai.
That's strange. The usual guards don't seem to be around.
This is probably a trap.
Well, how lucky for us then. Okay, let's go.
I don't think that's gonna stop you, though.
Right.
Onward! I'll be right beside you!
Wait! You don't have to, old-timer. Our main goal is to rescue our friend. We need you here to keep watch, just in case.
You do have a point, I suppose.
I'm about to say, I can't have your death on my conscience.
We're off, then.
Those brats have entered the palace. Make sure to lead them to where Master Hyunko commanded.
Oh no, I've got to get out of here. Goma-chan, how did you get there?
How did you get there?
Oh, you were worried about me, so you stowed away? Thank you. Goma-chan, can you get those?
Where? Don't worry about it.
The prisoners escaped!
It doesn't.
It's narrow,
They do it in
hang in
Builders
there.
too as well,
This
where they
is an
just
air duct. Then it has to leave
slime just kind of goes
outside somewhere.
vanish.
Yeah.
A hidden room. Oh, a
Oh
treasure
no,
chest.
no!
Should
Don't
I look
open it.
inside? Well, maybe it's a canna box. Or maybe it contains some powerful legendary weapons.
Have you tried hitting it first?
This is...
Thwack, dead.
No. The crit attack is first. Crit attack, then thwack. Crit thwack.
Crit thwack.
I'll give it my all.
Hello.
What's up, Jinx Raditz? We're gonna try not to die this time. I don't want Die to die. I don't think I'm gonna die against the schmucks though. To be fair to myself, I did die to the gigantic AoE, which probably took me out of.
Yeah.
Into the dungeon of death. By reaching the destination undetected, and if an enemy spots you, they'll call in. Oh. Get him go.
Yep.
Okay, so this at least looks possible. Jesus Christ, they scared the shit out of me. I didn't think that was going up over time.
Shun.
I literally jumped a little bit. Another monster over there that I can't see. Why must non-stealth games contain stealth missions? The same reason that Metal Gear Solid has a rocket launcher.
And grenades.
I love Skelly Minions. I love all of the monsters. Nope. Saw nothing.
Nothing to report.
Alright. I think he spotted me. Oh, Jeebums. Okay, at least it's not instant failure.
Yeah.
Get ready!
I just skipped like an entire section because all the enemies came to me. No.
I guess.
In fact, it did not. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to worry about any more awakening jump scares.
Right.
It's full. I'm gonna do something really stupid here. I wonder what happened. Ah, damn it. Okay. Well, that still proves my point. If I kill him fast enough, they don't call for reinforcements.
Yeah.
Okay, also, good to know, they can spot Pop, so I have to make sure he's...
Yeah.
This might be the play.
It's probably faster to just do that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna test if I could kill him, and then he spotted Pop, and then we'd hit it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Worked out. Wait for him to turn around. I didn't. You didn't die.
Nope.
Oh no. Not like that.
Got a big boy this time.
Get ready! Get ready!
Worked out. Man, I'm glad getting noticed is the failure condition.
Yes.
There we go. We got the garage in case another big boy shows up. Drop a lurk, have a good stream. Well, thanks for lurk. I appreciate it. Also, look, good Kieran emote. So they kind of dissipate immediately. To know. Yeah. So, okay, one on the right's going that way. Dead immediately.
What is
You did it.
It's the Colosseum of the Underground Palace.
Oh, those are motion lines. I was like, what are those? Are those like spears?
He enjoyed making a spectacle of the battle. I choose it now as the perfect place to vanquish you.
Hey, this might work. We can see the sky from here.
You fool.
Don't worry. Once you're gone, I'll have no use for her. She'll be safely released. In fact, you can leave as well, little mage.
Thanks, but no thanks!
Well, Pop, we'll fight here. You ready?
You two are no match for me. I'll crush you in one blow.
This time I won't die. Maybe.
Maybe.
Man, I just realized something. Do you know what the perfect guard monster would be? A metal slime.
Yeah.
Unless you get a crit, they can't die in one hit.
Correct.
So they will almost always live long enough to sound the alarm. Or run away. They normally, yeah, but they can run and sound the alarm at the same time. If there's nothing happening, they're just sitting there doing nothing. Addicts been battling monsters day and night to take back Patnica, but struggling against the sheer number of them in the underground palace. Suddenly, Mam's back.
Yep.
Well, this one real quick. Use a golem or two.
I'll give it my all.
I mean, there's 30, so it would work. I can't hit the enemies.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we're dealing with the undead legion, so
Yeah.
they only have undead.
Yeah, I know why. I know why these guys don't have. It.
Yeah.
Like, it's always like the restless armors and stuff.
Get ready.
Weak to fire. Good to know.
Ready.
Hit them!
Face me fair and square. Huh? Yeah.
Just playing as some of the other characters. Eventually, the time is gonna come. It's like, you can't fight as die right now. And I'm gonna be like, well, I don't know how to use you guys.
Yep.
We should move on!
Also, I'm gonna try and smash more of these to get more money. There's an achievement for breaking them, but I'm gonna get that by playing anyways, 'cause it's only 100.
Yeah.
Hi, guy. Well, not the one I wanted as a target, but it's dead.
Here they come.
You ready? You ready? This'll help.
Actually, the big ones heal everything. Small ones heal a little. Okay. Oh, it's just a barrier. Thankfully that attack doesn't do much, but man, they just go.
Yep.
I got this.
I'll take care of this. Ma'am!
Come here! Take that! You ready?
Here they come.
You're finished!
Didn't hit him.
Mid-heel! Heel!
Running!
Be careful!
Time to skip.
This'll help. Are you okay?
Darn it.
Oh, that was the last one. Okay.
Phew! Made it.
You did it.
Another one. Oh wow. Okay. So this is where they just get chain going. Okay. Level 14. Okay. A little bit interesting.
I'll give it my all.
Let's get this started. Matt, watch me go.
Here they come.
You ready?
Here they come.
It's all in the hip.
Just get done running.
Jeez. Hi, guy. Oh, jeez.
Time to cool off.
They're all after me. Oh my god.
Count on me.
Yeah, they are more threatening in this game.
Yeah.
Can't lose.
You did it.
Holy crap. I'm sorry, that is the best entrance that could have happened.
Yeah. What's that sound? It sounds like it's getting closer. I'm gonna get you.
Time to put you on ice.
I was gonna put the dodge out of the way and get ready to fire something else. I just.
Is ad tip.
It is ad time.
Whew.
I'm gonna take a second to breathe. After that, it was way more than I was expecting. We do 3 minutes of ads once an hour, every hour, to stop the pre-rolls from going. So that way you're not getting slammed with random ads while watching. If you have an ad block, if you sub or have Twitch Turbo, you don't get the ads, but we're not gonna miss anything anyway. So I'll see you after the ad break. Alright, up here. My heart, dude. What level is this one? Okay. Yeah, that's probably a bit more scary for us, but because I was like, I'm gonna try and do some stuff with my healer, because they might go after some other party members, right? They're gonna go after some other party members, right? Right? Oh god, they're all after me now!
All right. I'll do my best.
I think having the mid heal is better than the bullet. But I think we can go upgrade mid heal. I think that's the play.
I have committed your adventures to memory as well.
The Romo's Kingdom, such a dazzling display of courage will make for a splendid memory. Haha, 69 HP. That went up by literally one HP for that level. It was 68. That's a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Like looking at the. I mean, we're probably gonna get a better healing spell anyway, but we'll probably have like mid heal on. Like, oh, it's a better cooldown.
Yeah.
Should probably have Frizzle on now that I think about it. We have that now. I don't know if we're ever really going to touch Dazzle. I feel like that's not really much of a threat in the game. We should upgrade Fizzle as well. Just, while we're upgrading everything, might as well. I don't think there's any other use for money. And that's everything. Let's go back to the story.
I'll give it my all.
Healing and an attack up. That's all we've got.
Yep.
What have you done with Ma'am?
Don't worry. Once you're gone, I'll have no use for her. She'll be safely released.
Take this!
Sometimes he does the third hit and sometimes he doesn't.
Not so fast! Pathetic!
Earth Slash! What?
Dark Aura Shot!
Okay, I see.
Cleave! This little brat! Take this!
You two are no match for me. I'll crush you in one blow!
Well, Pop, we'll fight here. You ready?
Not so fast!
Ah! Come
Nice
on!
going, Die. Just hold on a little longer. Mighty spirits, scattered across the heavens, I need you to hear my voice.
Very well. If it's a gruesome death you seek, I'll
He's literally
finish
doing a
you
spirit bomb?
with my blade.
Nah,
of
he's
hell.
summoning
Time
clouds.
to
That's all
die.
he's doing.
Okay, all right. Pop now!
He's summoning the spirit cloud.
He's doing the pose? Like, that's just generic gathering energy pose.
Yeah.
We did it! Hooray!
Oh, he's spirit lightning
Pal,
bolt.
his armor's fine, but I bet he's burnt to a crisp in there. Well, that's what he gets for underestimating us, right, Die?
Why are you right next to him?
Stabs him.
Well, the punch is about as good as a stab.
Pop! What happened? Even the Zapple spell had no effect?
No way. It all went as planned. We definitely struck him through his armor. But somehow he withstood the damage anyway, even without the armor. Yunkle's tough as nails.
I misjudged you. If you're capable of such a spell, then there's no reason to hold back. So here goes!
Round 2! Okay, good. I kept the damage. Cast it after Pop invokes Climatize into the designated area, then press B.
Climatize!
Lightning! Freeze! Get ready! Get ready!
Face the power of darkness!
One more. Okay. Okay, it does follow you for like a little bit.
Climatize!
Get ready! Get ready!
Face the power of darkness!
Burn!
I'll slice you in two. Earth Slash.
Ow!
Dark Aura Shot.
Get ready!
Out of my sight! Earth Slash! Dark Aura Shot!
Waiting for an opening to coup de grace.
Take this! I'll slice you in two! Earth Slash!
Great.
Dark Aura Shot!
That's not what I need right now. I don't need the orange one.
I'll slice you in two! Earth Slash! Dark Puppetry Aura Head! Break Climatize! Bloody Stride!
Lightning! My master
I'm gonna hit you really hard.
I probably could have done that a lot sooner, but still, I was just like, I don't want to take the chance.
Not that binding spell again. Good riddance.
Bloody Scribe!
Crocodile shows up again.
You fool! You underestimated my power.
What? There's no way you're alive. You're right. I'm a ghost.
I'm Ghost Crocodile.
Scrag is a killing attack. He's finished.
No, please, you can't be dead. It's all my fault.
This attack only kills people.
You'll be with him soon, kid.
No wounds, only die.
You escaped the dungeon.
Listen, that's enough. How could you do this? You attacked another disciple of Avon.
You don't know what
You
you're
know what?
talking about.
That's what Black is. This attack only kills people. No wounds, only kill.
But it's the truth. I found this in a hidden room underground.
That's a soul shell. Those are made to contain messages recorded by the dead.
Wonder if his stuff is made of liquid
This
metal
one
slime.
is from your
This is the
father,
Dark Army.
the
Do you know how
honorable
much we
Indian
sacrificed for you?
It's impossible. How could this exist without me knowing?
You were too
You
big to
didn't
fit.
look for it, dummy.
You were too big to fit in the secret passage when
This
you
isn't
came back, so you
happening.
couldn't.
I
You couldn't
refuse
find
to
it.
believe it. There's no way he's gone. He's alive. He avoided a direct hit to his heart. Either he got lucky or he leaned back just in time.
Was that his armor?
We can't win.
Yeah.
He can't be beaten by sword. He can't be beaten by magic. That means only one
You're
thing.
wearing like 80 of our men and using 70 for your sword. Do you know what we've sacrificed for you?
The truth. He wanted you to know what really happened the day this underground palace fell.
Hilko, my son.
Father?
Hilko, my dear boy.
I can't wait for it. It's just like you turned on him at the last second,
The
so.
circumstances, the truth surrounding my death.
Justice itself is my enemy.
It's like I wanted just one of the healings. I just want to top off so I can, be okay if something hits me. And it was just like coup de grace thing. I'm like, I'm full. Another coup de grace thing. I was like, I'm already full.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I live. Hey, now we know Zap. The soul shell. Does how Ghost Crocodile communicates.
When the heroes' party attacked the underground palace, I fought Avon himself as the keeper of the Hell Gate. But Avon was too strong. I prepared for the final blow, but then... What's wrong? Strike me down!
I won't.
Oh, he's still wearing the
Come
thing.
now. Don't shame me with your mercy.
That medallion you wear was clearly made by the hands of a child. However unlikely it may be, you do have a family somewhere, yes? It's just as I suspected. I will not harm you.
So who came along and killed him?
Me, not just in strength.
Probably
but
one of the
heart as
commanders.
well.
Now please,
Probably.
open the gate. The only one who I've come here for is Hadlar.
I shall, but first I have something I must ask of you. And so, I told him how I found and raised a human child. And that even if he spared my life, should Hadlar perish, I would cease to be.
Ah, okay.
So I beg you, look after my son, Hero Avon. Raise him to be a strong and
So the
righteous
undead
warrior.
literally can't even
And
exist.
please,
Okay,
show
I had
him
that
the
wrong.
wrongs of a
I thought
human.
they were like, no, you can exist. You don't come back if there's no Dark Lord.
With that, the hero gracefully accepted.
What are the 6
soon
Darn Skeletons called? They're called armfuls.
Hadlar's death cry echoed through the palace. Yet somehow, I continued to live.
Not for long, though.
Until.
But Hadlar, but how could you have survived?
In my final moments, I was saved by the dark powers of the underworld god Vern. I must now slumber for 13 years to build up my power, and then I will create a new dark army. One
But
even
before
greater
my
and more
nap.
terrifying than our current forces. But before I get to that, I need to deal with you, loyal servant.
Me, but why?
And Devon explain literally any of that to him
Because
because he didn't have a chance.
With your pathetic sense of
The uncle
justice
probably
and
kept it,
chivalry,
kept
your
it
human-like
secret.
sentiment makes you weak.
Probably didn't say anything until like the literal last second when he tried to kill him.
Pass through the Hellgate
Yeah.
unchallenged. When I create my new dark army, there won't be any place in it for a mistake like you! Well, Avon, I hope you enjoy your brief moment of peace. When I awake and assemble my new legions, I'll come for you first.
Alright, so the question I have after this, because like I can see this like okay, because we've explained twice now that human monsters can get that sense of compassion and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
they can earn it. They can like not learn it.
By then, I no
So
longer
we
had the
passed
strength to tell you the truth. So I've hidden this message within a soul shell in secret.
So, question I have now.
Uncle, I hope you embrace humanity.
Why?
And that you do not hate Master Avon.
Why would Vern not do it?
If anything, hate
Was he
this
just waiting for
foolish monster
Hadlar
for
to
thinking
come back?
He could raise you like a man.
Probably.
But know that I was happy, although it was brief. Being your father made this cold corpse of a body feel warmth. Now please, let me say this one more time. Uncle, thank you for the memories.
Story. I open up my phone to Pro DD. Let's try 21 different Jolly Ranchers.
Wait.
And I can just like, yep, this one's sugar. Yep, this one's also sugar.
This sugar
Means
tastes
Lord
like
Hadlar
cherry.
was the one responsible for his death. And Avon. That means he must have known that I thought it was
This
his
is what I
doing,
mean.
but
Is like you
even
see how
still,
this like the frame rate on this one
his
is
promise and
lower,
took
but
care of me?
the
Yeah.
last cutscene this happened was really smooth.
Yeah.
Please don't break that.
All lies!
Sword and magic.
Oh, you've got a thing going on.
Sword and magic.
Something's wrong. It's as if he doesn't even recognize me. He almost looks like he's
To be
unconscious.
fair, Hadlar was straight up betrayed by this dude. He was, but
A direct hit with bloody Scryed and the boy still lives?
No, stop! Your father! You heard what he told you. Lord Hadlar is the one that you should really hate. Stop using your sword for evil!
Enough! There's no turning back for me.
yeah, just for some reason,
I'm the
some of
commander the Undead Legion.
these cutscenes didn't
And as
receive
long
the
as
same
I'm
love.
Still wearing this armor.
Yeah.
I am the Dark Army's vengeful warrior. I am Shankel.
So yeah, just my theory continues to prove. My theory is continually proven to be true. They weren't given enough budgets.
Magic and sword.
Oh no! Dai doesn't have his usual speed!
This is it!
Magic and sword.
My supreme armor. What did you do to it? His sword. It burns. That's the flame of a frizz spell. No one can encase a weapon in magic.
Have you tried?
And if they could,
I was like 10 slimes worth of metal. How dare you!
far beyond a mere human.
Alright! In the face of danger, Dai was able to create a new attack! When neither magic or sword worked alone, he found a way to use both! And a magic sword!
Curse you!
And when he wakes up, he won't be able to do it again.
Yep.
The FPS is dropping to like 45 when something happens.
I've got to do something. Huh? Die! The lightning! Call down the lightning!
I wonder if this is rendered in-game versus like the FMV, so that's why it doesn't look as good.
Lightning.
Probably.
Call lightning. Call down the lightning.
Take this, boy! On a stride! What?
Zap.
Is he invincible? We won! We beat him!
I want to look at the credits and see just how small this team is.
Die! That's enough!
Ma'am.
Die! It is all over.
Something
You've won!
doesn't feel right about
Please
this game.
stop.
You know what I
I
mean?
want to see
It
Yeah.
feels like it's
the
like
disciples of
like
Avon
we know
fighting.
Square Enix can like make flops and stuff like that, but like usually the flop doesn't come from stuff like this, right?
Ma'am? Yoko.
Yeah.
Huh? What was I doing?
You're back.
Because this doesn't look good. This straight up doesn't look good.
Insignia.
Yeah.
You kept it this whole time?
I knew that the time would come when you'd want it back, and I could return it to you.
There's a bunch of ways to phrase this, but It's
This kind
a bunch of theories I could
is carrying warmth. She's like an angel.
Let the shipping begin.
Dai, are you okay?
Hey,
Not
Pop,
that-
Goma-chan.
It's not really the fact that she held on to it for that long, it's the fact that she held on to it at all.
And I lost.
Especially after the way that he treated her.
Whoa, what are you doing? He could come at us again once he's healed.
It's okay. There's no need to worry.
Huh?
Tim.
Look at you, Yunko. Laying right in the enemy's lap after losing. It's hilarious.
Flazzard, was it?
Indeed. The mightiest of the 6 Legion
I
commanders.
love the way
and
his
it's
model
Blizz
looks.
General Flazzard to you.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
The animation of his mouth
Isn't
does
it
not match it.
obvious? I was just in the area. Thought I'd drop by and kill you.
I was just around, thought I'd stab you in the
I have
back.
to say, I've never really liked you. A human thinking he could be worth something to the Dark King? Never in a million years. If you'd won, I figured I'd stab you in the back and take all the credit. But honestly, it's even better that you lost.
This dude's design is really
Your
good.
prize will be enough thanks for me.
His name could use a work? Nah, Flazzard's great.
Just giving this dormant volcano a little wake-up call.
My boots straight up awakened the volcano.
Oddly convenient that one was here, but you know.
We are in a giant hole, to be fair.
Curse you, Flazzard!
Oops! Oh my, looks like I'm not welcome in these parts. Guess I'll be bowing out then.
Oh, looks like you missed.
I hope you enjoy your swim.
I love they all use Chimera wings and be like, bye.
It's no
Yeah.
good. We can't escape.
If we could make it up there, we could.
But none of us have that kind of strength left.
Always have a Chimera wing. Always.
Yunko!
I can't let any of you die here. This is the only way. Crocodile, I finally understand what you were saying.
You'll see me again in a flashback. He fades away.
Just for an instant, I need your help. Lend me your Titan strength.
Stop it! Don't do this, Yunko! Yunko! Yunko!
Thank you all. At long last, my eyes are open. I wish my fate were to carry on helping the 3 of you, but it looks like
Dude's
this
just
is
chilling.
as far as I go.
Yep.
Farewell, and keep fighting Dai. And
Ah, he's doing it.
goodbye, ma'am.
No thumbs up. Feels bad, man.
Ah, the shipping stops. We got Zapstrap. No gold. Temple of Recollection resonates with the new memories of your adventure. You can now proceed beyond Layer 4.
Wow.
These enemies are only going to become stronger as time goes on. If you have trouble beating story quests, consider taking on free quests to level up your character. Wonder if he really died? Eh. Probably not.
Yeah, we didn't see him die on screen.
With Yunko's help, Dai and the others
He just
escaped
sank
the
into
erupting
lava.
volcano.
No big deal.
Link
We
up with
literally
Dai in
saw
one piece.
Crocodile fall out of a building and he came back.
With the party's first order
Yep.
of business being to locate Princess Leona, on Baddock's advice, they opted to light a signal flare found inside the temple's storehouse. Keen to try out a new move of his, Dai unwittingly set off all the signal flares in dramatic fashion.
If there's not a body that's
Nevertheless,
already
it was
buried, I
enough
can't trust
for
the
Amy
person's
of the
carriage.
Papnica
We've
Troika
proven
to
that
locate
doesn't
the
work.
group.
FF14
According
has
to
proven
her,
that.
Leona yet lived and had made
Oh, hey,
Valja
look, a
Island
sage.
her base, waiting for a chance to launch a counterattack.
Man, they really leaned hard on Dragon Quest III for
Relieved to hear
this.
the good news, Dai was anxious
Yeah.
to see the princess. Meanwhile, the Dark Army's
I
forces
wonder
drew
if they
near
were like, we
Leona's
can't trust
encampment.
that people will think this is Dragon Quest unless we keep putting Dragon Quest in it.
Have patience. We just need to hold out for a little bit longer. I know in my heart that the hero's on his way to save everyone.
You mean the young man you're always speaking of? The one called Dai?
Then, do you think the boy will actually come? We're running out of time.
Let's believe that he will. At the very least, the princess believes. And if the princess believes in him, then so
Was it
too
the
should
late
all
80s,
of
to be
us.
fair? Dragon Quest III came out.
That's a pipe dream right there. The hero and company are at the bottom of a pool of lava.
Who's there?
I am Blizzblaze General Flazzard. Too bad I ain't your hero, little princess, but you'll join him soon.
The Dark Army.
He was the latest when the spot was
Curse
made?
you.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It was their newest thing.
One was burned, and the other was frozen. Be careful. He can control both fire and ice.
No!
How could you tell?
How could you tell?
With one blow?
It took him being frozen and another guy being
shift
burned.
from the heat of the fire to ice must have weakened their armor.
Looks like we got at least one guy with some brains here.
I am Sir Apollo of the Papnica Troika. Stand down!
Lady Marin, ready.
We shall both protect Princess Leona with our lives.
Or you could just leave, you know.
Marin, you try and hit the fire side of him with a crack spell. I'll do something about the other half. Here goes! Capriz!
Goody, goody.
Watch me turn around and absorb them both.
No, stop! He's somehow absorbing the energy of both of your spells.
Right back at ya.
Insulator!
Insulator? Well, it turns out that your Troika title ain't just for show.
Do
is
none
it
of you
now?
fuckers know bounce?
No matter how strong your fire or ice type spells, you cannot pierce this defensive shield.
It's
Yeah, okay. I get it. Then out of respect
It's
for
literally
your
the
heroic
counterspell of Dragon
performance,
Quest. Use
let
it.
me show you a neat trick I recently picked up. K A F R I Z Z. Five-finger flare!
My dude literally launched 5 Kafrizzes.
Yeah.
He fired 5 Kafriz spells at once. He's unbelievably powerful. Apollo, please let me heal you.
Nope.
You menace. How could you do that to Marin?
It's all I did was throw her against a column.
It doesn't matter who you are. Hear the
Honestly,
song
that's literally the nicest thing I could do in this moment.
It's literally the nicest thing I could do right now.
Then stay off the battlefield.
I could do way worse.
I'll bet your majesty is even prepared to go the same way her puny little kingdom did.
But literally, like, bounce is almost equal to counter spell. When in lore.
When the survivors hear of their demise,
Because there's a different ability to reflect breath attacks. But you could literally, with the way this game works in this lore, it's like, oh, I could just be like bounce, whomp, and it goes back.
Like you monsters.
Yeah.
There will always be someone who'll stand up against a villain like you, so long as humanity has its pride.
That's some courage there, right when you're about to die. Bye-bye, princess. Go act up on your way to the afterlife.
Oh, that's my arm.
Wait.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's Die.
No way. You're still alive.
Get away
How
from
did you
Leona!
fire the knife from the other side?
You even touch her, you're gonna regret it!
Nah, he probably turned around.
Get him, Die.
I'll regret it, huh? Rotten little kid. Just try to hurt me. I dare you!
Unfortunately, I know a ground type, so. Don't worry, we're not gonna explain the balloon. Whee!
I'll give it my all!
Gotta level up Zap real quick, hold on.
I have committed your...
I'll give it my all!
I have a feeling Chris is going to be very useless.
Yeah.
Inflicts paralysis for 3 seconds.
Wait.
Restore 2 hundo. Oh, 1 too many. Wait, no. Hold on. 1. Oh, hold on. There we go.
I'll give it my all!
Yeah, I wanted to watch the cutscene. See, looks like so much better.
Yeah.
So they did something different for the cutscenes than they did for the game.
Get away from Leona! If you even touch her, you're gonna regret it!
I'll regret it, huh? Rotten little kid. Just try to hurt me. I dare you!
You're gonna be sorry!
You snotty child! Ha! You wish!
Get ready! Get ready!
Come here!
Earth smash! Here comes lightning! Get ready!
You ain't seen nothing yet!
I love both sides of the arena. Are like different. Oh, too late. I'm late, unlike all of these.
Get ready!
Come here! I got something!
Got you!
And flashbacks to the volcano in 16.
Yeah.
You're scrappy. I like that. Let me show you a neat trick. Come here.
Here comes
Let's do it again.
Can't lose. Strash!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Woo! Woo! Ah! Ah! That's not what I thought it was gonna be. I played this game before. Oh jeez.
Got you.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make it out of that. Alright, scouting run. We saw everything he's gonna do. I definitely think I should be grinding in the Temple of Recollection now. Just to be getting more stuff.
Yeah.
Get away from Leona! If you even touch her, you're gonna regret it!
Alright, now that I know the timing of this.
Huh? Right, little kid. Just try to hurt me. I dare you!
Come on.
You're gonna be sorry!
You snotty child! Ha! You wish! Come here!
Get ready! Get ready!
You ain't seen nothing yet!
Oh, he can't take break damage. Now we can.
It's hard being a hero, huh? Come here.
Got you!
Ooh, that was really close.
Indeed.
I just opted to block that time.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ah, let's not. Works out better than I thought.
You ain't seen nothing yet. You're scrappy. I like that. Let me show you a neat trick.
Here comes
And now the main attraction.
Alright, we're already doing way better.
Yes.
This base shrapnel detonation.
Got you!
My finger
Oh.
Come here.
He restored me.
Come here. Showtime! And now the main attraction.
I can't lose!
dip.
Took being revived again. I feel like that's gonna keep bailing me out. But given like a few more tries, I could easily do that in one go.
Damn it! So, I was right. In his battles with the other Legion commanders, this little brat's combat skills have leveled up an unbelievable amount. This might be the time for it. My trump card.
Did you know there's another volcano under this tower? Come on, don't be that.
I get it. You're a much bigger fish than that little princess, aren't you, kid? Your head is mine.
Uh-oh, he glow in the purple.
Everybody get down!
Please, shrapnel destination!
Ooh. The minions want to. Uh-oh, that's not good. Fuck him up, Commander! Get him!
Take more than that to beat us.
How brave. But you've already lost the battle.
Now this space is gonna come down on you.
It wasn't just an attack. It was a signal to all of my servants waiting down below to begin an infernal battle.
What's that? What in the world?
Alright, so what's this gonna be?
The Dark Flame Spire is complete!
Master, it's complete!
The Dark Ice Spire is complete too! Showtime! Let's get on with the entertainment, shall we now?
He looks so smug in that picture.
Yeah.
Learned that trick from the green-skinned long-eared person. And I learned it from Hadlar.
There are a lot of energy sounds being played in the last, like, 30 seconds here.
BlizzBlaze Curse Field! It's the ultimate tactic that's made my BlizzBlaze Legion unbeatable.
But what if I had Earth?
You're all out of options now. All you can do is scramble around until all of you are slaughtered.
No way, buddy! You are not
I see,
gonna
so the
finish us
bird
off,
cage. Got it.
especially with a big earthquake like that.
Then show me your worst.
This one's not shrinking yet.
Cry and beg all you like, but you're done for! Sis! Huh? What's this? What's going on? My spell. I can't cast Sis!
Why would you cast
Did he
Sis on
nullify our
him?
Magic?
I guess it's time I explain the rules, huh?
It's like my strength is gone!
Come here!
What's going on here? The power of his attack, it's even stronger than before!
No, you're just weaker.
Oh, that's not it. I haven't gotten stronger. So, what could it be then? Maybe you've all gotten weaker. That dark flame spire and that dark ice spire influence the core inside my body. And they're covering this entire island with a field that increases my magic power.
So you did get stronger.
Liar.
Everyone but yours truly is weakened and can't use magic. So, as long as he's on the island, this kid is weaker than a mere human.
Stop it!
Looks like you finally understand.
But that's cheating, Flazzard! You can't even fight fair and square, you coward!
Spare me the lecture.
That's what I do for a living.
I don't like playing fair.
I'm the one
I'm
who
evil.
Accusing me of cheating. I love it. Oh no. She can't even fire the gun.
Even my magic bullet gun doesn't work.
I'm the one who hacked the chess tournaments 5 years ago.
She's still alive, but my heal spells don't work. At this rate, Marin, Apollo, and the others won't make it.
None of you fuckers have herbs. They're in like every item shop.
Nope, only magic.
Die! We have to run! If we stay on this island any longer, we're gonna lose. We need to come up with a plan. It's our only option right now.
Why? What are you talking about? No way! I am not going to lose! Not to him!
Just sitting here watching this like a Metal Gear Solid.
survive,
It's
we
like, man.
Yeah.
He'll wipe us out if we stay
I'm sitting here watching this like this should have just been a show, and I'm like, hold on, it was.
Now here
Yeah.
are options. Frozen or burnt to a crisp.
It's all the same to you, man. I'd probably choose Frozen.
We cannot run away! I am not running!
What? You bet you aren't! I just put up the field here. It wouldn't do, running away so soon. Let's make it so you don't even think about running away.
Using her?
I guess.
Yep. They're just taking forever.
They had to get the right shots.
And we have to do it like 4 times.
Yep. We did it!
If you don't want pain, then stay off the battlefield.
HP minus 80%. Fire Earth Slash. Temporarily sets the ground on fire afterwards. It's fire physical. Oh, love it. Showed up.
Eh?
Oh, now we get to launch another story time. This is why I said this should have just been an original adventure.
Yeah.
Let this cook like 3 more years and have an original adventure.
There. You like that? The Princess of Papnica on ice. But don't you worry. She's still quite alive in there. I use legendary forbidden magic to freeze her. That means no blow can shatter the ice and no spell
It's
can
not just forbidden magic, it's
No,
legendary.
we're supposed to do
Legendary forbidden.
and the ice will melt for sure. Now then, do you still want
Now
to
for my regular action.
abandon your princess and flee like a rat? Can you, champ? It's hard being a hero, huh?
I love this guy, dude.
There you go. Just like that. Come and meet your fate.
Hop! Help Lady Amy and get everyone to the balloon ship.
We're running?
Look around us. We can't win. Just trust me. We have
Dragon
to get
Quest
out of here
villains
and
are
wait for the
good at
right
being
opportunity.
that. Just villains.
Quite
Yeah.
impressive. You've still got that much strength in you. In this field of mine, the strength of my enemies becomes 1/5 of what it usually is. And I've got to admit, if that attack were 5 times stronger, talk about scary.
Whoever they got to voice him is incredible.
Yeah.
In here, I'm afraid a fatal wound will be impossible for you.
Die. We have to escape.
No, I'm not leaving.
You'll have to do like some sort of Kaio something.
He can still fight. He's not going to hurt Leona. We need to get away.
If only there was some way to increase your power exponentially or something.
Fighting to the end.
Too bad you can't train for like a year and a day, huh? Oh man, what a twist!
What do you think you're doing?
Sorry, Die.
Ma'am, hurry!
Having flashbacks to Karen playing Among Us, killing Flinch in proximity. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes! I love these people. They're actually smart, using brain cells.
What was that explosion back there?
A bullet from my magic bullet gun. I threw one with a sis spell in it. When Flazzard tried to attack, his Capriz set it off.
You need to bounce when you have a grenade.
Let's head north. There's a rocky coast where we should be able to hide.
You know, you're lucky I can't just shoot that down.
Knock them out of the sky! Don't let them escape!
There's so many of them.
Normally, I feel like running the moment things get dangerous. But for some reason, I didn't this time.
Yeah, when you should have.
I just wish I could have done something to save the princess.
I'm sorry, but...
If you hadn't done what you did, ma'am, by now, I'd say we'd all be history.
Everyone, they're coming!
They're coming!
Oh man! Get us out of here, old man!
Okay, we're finally out of the field. We can use magic again.
About to say.
Crackle!
Gotta get.
It doesn't matter! There's too many!
How are they flying?
We're gonna crash into the whirlpool!
Get us closer to shore!
See, like, here's the thing I keep. Oh, this guy's got a funky hat. If we wanted a story with just the anime again, I feel like having. I feel like the open world, like, exploration action adventure game would have done, like, way more. Right?
Yeah.
If this was an original adventure, I don't think anyone would have done much. Like, we'd still probably not be getting great reviews, but I don't think anyone would have been dissing it that hard.
The party hastily fled from the battle with Flazzard, only for their balloon ship to plummet after being attacked by his minions.
You do me a favor.
Yeah.
However,
look how many episodes to die in
drove
the
the
action.
minions away,
Total.
allowing them to safely make an emergency landing on the opposite shore. Following after their mysterious rescuer, they found it was Grand Sorcerer Madarev, an acquaintance of Mam who once served
Look at him
Avon.
slurping on that fish. Snot
The
coming out of his
party hoped
nose.
to make use of his extensive knowledge to rescue the frozen Leona. Unfortunately, Madarev refused to aid them due to being badgered by Papnika's officials in the past.
Apparently there are exactly 100.
Nevertheless, Guy, having reawakened, desperately tried to persuade him, reminding Madarev of Avon's own determination. Upon hearing of his former comrade's death, in the end, Madarev decided to help the party, who sought to avenge the fallen hero. He advised them to destroy the two spires, as it was the only way to rid the island of the Blizzblaze curse field besieging it.
Wow, I never would have guessed. the DM using minis for
Vatic
stuff
then
they don't
set about
have.
creating bombs in order to bring the
Yeah,
spires
what
down,
that is.
using materials
Like,
found
is
in
that supposed to
Madarev's
represent fire? It's like, I don't have a candle, shut up!
Pop, on the other hand, felt such effort was hardly necessary, muttering that he could easily destroy them with magic. In response to Pop's arrogance, Madarov took it upon himself to train the young mage, lest he get killed on the return trip. With no time to spare, he cast Zoom to whisk Pop away.
Ah,
to
there's
commence his
Zoom.
dangerous, if not
Turn up, we found it.
super hard course training regimen.
We found someone who knows it.
What did you just say, Lord Hadlar?
A full-on assault, Zabora. They'll surely make an attempt to destroy the
Why
Dark
couldn't
Flame and
Yvonne
Dark Ice
use
Spires
it?
before too long,
Notes.
will they not? And when they do, they'll split up their forces. So we will gather all of our armies, then wipe out Dai and his companions.
But Flazzard will complain about not being able to take all the credit for it.
Then deal with
Flazzard
it.
is a monster that I created using legendary forbidden magic. In a way, Flazzard is my son. He won't disobey my orders.
Intriguing. At last my Dragon Legion will be able to play a role in this task.
Not yet, Baran. I have another assignment suited to your skills. Our friend Mistvern has been laying siege to the Carl Kingdom, but their forces are proving to be more resilient than we thought. I'd like for you to go take them down yourself, Knight.
Dark Lord kills people,
You
Carl.
have already asked us to gather all of our forces here. Defeating the hero is our priority. Is that not why the 6 Legion commanders were summoned in the first place, Hadlar? Or is there some other reason you don't want me to face this supposedly important boy Dai?
Talk all you want, Baran, but the order still stands.
Very well then. I will follow your orders this time, Dark Commander. Now.
For now.
I'm off to the Carl Kingdom.
What is it about Baran that makes Lord Hadlar treat him so?
Oh no, ad's starting.
Even
You know the
Baran
spiel by
can
now.
overthrow the Carl Kingdom that easily, but we must rid ourselves of Dai before he does.
I thought you knew before you started this cutscene.
Nope.
No. I would have said something if I knew you didn't know.
Oh, sorry, Dai. We should stop for now. You still haven't fully healed, and you're pushing yourself too hard.
But I'm fine. I can't just rest when Pop is out there training so hard.
Don't worry, we're still going.
Madarov said this
And the ad's
practice
still
would help me
starting
fight
soon.
Flazzard. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lose to him again. I'll never forgive that monster. Just when I finally found Leona. I'm going to defeat him, and I'm going to rescue her no matter what it takes.
I've never seen Dai so emotional before. Princess Leona must really be important to him.
There we go. There's-
All right then, let's keep going.
Please, no more!
A truly pathetic display. We've spent the whole day together and your magic power has barely increased.
Wow.
You should be deeply ashamed that a 100-year-old like me beat a youngster like you.
You've had 100 years
Well,
to practice
guess
your
that's
magic.
all for today.
Eh?
I'm heading back to my cave in Papnica. You'll have to use your own Zoom spell to get there.
What? But there's no way I can do that without help!
But it's easy. You flew from the river to the shore by using your magic power, isn't that right? If you have a clear image of your destination in mind, then Zoom is a piece of cake.
But from the river to shore is totally different than from here to Papnica. Besides, even if I do learn Zoom, it's still useless in battle.
Wise up, weakling! Use magic to aid your companions. Don't use it to lead them into battle. A deep knowledge of spells is necessary. Get that through your head because
Zoom
this is
isn't
what
a
a
fight
mage is
spell.
meant to do. Don't you see, if you had used Zoom back there, you could have rescued your companions from that burning balloon ship entirely on your own.
Use the brain cells I know you
Challenge
have.
This easy, you'll only drag everyone else down with you. Even if you do join the fight, you're just going to end up dead. You can wander around the dark forest for eternity.
No, wait! Huh? Oh, come on!
I know
Well, it
Pop's
looks like
like
you're
that.
making progress.
Yeah.
That
Once
yell
you cut
just...
through the unseen, you'll feel the difference.
It's still
Your day
going,
will
by the
become
way.
3 or even 5 times
It's the
more
same
powerful
one.
yet. So then, keep it up.
Wait, where's Pop?
Him? He's dead in the woods somewhere.
3 or 5 times more
What
powerful,
a
you say?
pampered little whiner that boy was. His type never try unless you make him desperate. That's why I left him over on the other side of the world. Avan was always too soft of a teacher for his own good. He couldn't train a crybaby like that Pop. What he needs
Ty's
is
like,
my kind of tough
concern.
Can you hear me? You little disciples of Avan! How long do you think you can hide from me, huh? You don't think your princess is safe being all frozen?
I can just, I see it now, just Pop coming in from Learning Zone.
Fortunately, her life force is being drained as I'm speaking to you. Your princess's life ends tomorrow at sundown. Hurry on back. I miss you.
Leona could die? No, that is not gonna happen, Flazzard!
Your next mission has a time limit.
Come out, wherever you are.
Your next mission has a time limit. Be careful.
TikTok.
I'll give it.
Alright, I'm getting a drink.
Go get the drink. Ah, so these upgrades. Yeah, okay. I don't think the upgraded version is just later. I hope. I think Avan Strash is still better for me overall because it increases the attack, not the magic stat. Attack Strash does technically more damage. Yeah. Hurricane. Damage to enemy 10% chance not to be thrown back for 10 seconds. Okay. That goes down. What does this one do again? I think it's still better. I don't have the second slot yet.
I'll give it my all.
Here we go!
Unless
More
the party
cutscenes!
vanquished Flazzard by sunset the next day, the ice encapsulating Leona would sap her life force entirely. Upon hearing the news, Dai and company wasted no time in deciding to execute a rescue operation that very night. At their disposal was a boat enchanted by Madarev they could use to reach the island, albeit with room for only 4 passengers. Dai, Mam, and Baddock volunteered to go. As they deliberated on the final passenger, Pop zoomed in, having mastered the spell. Satisfied with Pop's progress, Madarev allowed his student to board. Together with Goma-chan, the 4 set off for Valja Island. After they arrived, the party split. Dai and Baddock headed to the Dark Flame Spire, while Pop and Mam ventured to the Dark Ice Spire. Agreeing to reunite
I'm just
at Valja
tempted
Tower
to skip
once the
these.
curse field was no more, They each departed for the battles awaiting them.
I want to play the game.
It looks like there are guards here after all.
Let's get them! Ah! Avant-style sword technique! Blade slash! Run! Baddock, let's do it!
Right! Let's give this thing a shot!
If we take out this one while Pop destroys the Dark Ice Spire, Flazzard's curse field should disappear.
So is this just
And then
a
I can
cutscene?
save you, Leona.
Am I actually gonna fight?
Here we go!
Look out! The spire. It's still standing.
Yes, you didn't throw it yet.
Who did that? Come out! Oh, where did they come from?
We're surrounded. These are not Flazzard's soldiers. Was this a trap?
I am the commander of the Mystic Legion, Zabora. And this is Mistfern, commander of the Shadow Legion. We knew you and your party would split up to destroy the spires, and it seems we were correct. And now
I feel like they put the time bar just to be like, here's how much left you have of the cutscene.
That's once and for all.
Yeah.
Then Pop and Ma'am.
Not even a hero can handle this many enemies at once. Whether you fear the Dark Army or not, you will lose tonight.
Very well. And once again, it's time for Baddock the Swordsman to use the Papnica single blade style. Oh!
Hey, Baddock! You focus on fighting off the mages. They're weak if you don't give them a chance to use a spell.
Right, I'm on it.
Have you missed it? My sword's broken.
There's just too many of them. In that case, Avon?
Plonk.
He floats like a ghost, but he's so strong. Who is he?
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a truck. That's my motto.
Final sting.
It's the final truck.
Final truck. Not the isekai truck, that's the final truck.
That's the revival truck. The reincarnation truck. Defeat 50 foes?
There's just too many of them.
I am the legendary mystic Bishop Zabora. The Flans are headed straight for the spider's web.
It didn't move for like 2 seconds to hit me. Stop it! That attack has like 2 seconds of charge. What the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, I know that one. Why didn't that hit the thing literally right in front of me?
My master taught me this! Got you!
Oh, thanks for knocking me out of the way, buddy. Five more.
Dark puppetry aura!
Here comes lightning!
Lead them all Putin. Close together, and then I do this, and I win.
You did it.
This is dark puppetry aura hand? But I thought that was Hyoko's unique skill!
No one said anything about it being unique.
Hyunko may have learned his sword skills from Avan, but he learned how to manipulate the dark aura from Commander Mistburn here. The fact is, our friend Mistburn is the originator of that skill.
I can't move!
Die! Whoops! You aren't going anywhere, you weak old goat.
Who are you calling a
I
goat?
won't stand by and let some ancient gremlin call me an old goat.
What a pain it is having to deal with fossils like you, swordsman. Let the
Ah, it's here.
dead carry you to eternity. Thwack!
What is this creepy voice I hear?
It is the dead beckoning to you from the netherworld. When you succumb to them, your life ends.
That's an interesting use of it.
Yeah. Or interpret.
Yeah. Normally, it's just this black orb that hits you and you die.
Bitch. No longer of level. Or you're on level then.
Yeah.
I'll give it my all!
Never should have taken off that EXP bonus.
You're right. But we also don't have to die with it.
Yeah.
Magic minus 30. I guess we'll do that so we have someone who's always on level.
Yeah.
I'll give it my all!
What, is this like a stealth mission or something?
Yeah, real fake stealth mission again.
I love I'm just smash. Do I care?
Burn to a crisp!
Here comes lightning!
I've got
Get ready! I'm just getting started!
I just kind of decided to eat that one. I was like, eh.
Yeah.
Thought I could kill him before it went off, but the answer was no, I can't. Am I going back? No.
Here comes lightning!
Take a rest.
Ready!
Guess we're done running!
Take a rest.
I can't lose!
It should hit all of them.
I guess that's it.
Thought I dodged it. Apparently did.
Heal zone.
Why do you keep spamming heal zone? It doesn't do anything.
Get ready!
That doesn't heal me!
Heal zone. This'll help.
Jesus Christ, the AI.
Yeah.
Here comes lightning!
Alright, so I can't let her have that unless his actual status is involved.
Yeah.
She has proven that she cannot use it. That's ridiculous. No, you haven't earned that skill. Because it doesn't... It, like, it increases defense, but it's like, I don't need the defense, I need to be healed!
Yeah.
Like, if this healed, that'd be fine, but... Let's see if I finish chapter 4 tonight.
Let's go! Looks like we've stumbled into a trap.
This isn't good. Do you think Dai and Baddock?
We have to focus on the mission at hand, right? We gotta defeat...
So Dai is at the Dark Flame Spire. Then so be it. Either way, This is the end for the disciples of Avon.
Oh, he's
I
just
suppose
here.
I'll just enjoy crushing
Yeah, he
you
was in the enemy
worms.
thingy.
It can't be.
I did not pay attention to it at all.
That voice is one that I'll never forget! Hadlar, the Dark Commander.
So he's the one who took Master Avon.
He did, but I did not expect the Dark Commander himself to show his ugly mug.
I thought I should personally come and see you annoying humans defeated at last.
Oh yeah? Don't assume everything's just gonna go as planned, Hadlar!
You're that little mage who was there that day when I defeated the hero of
Hold on, I can pause this?
That's right!
It's just a movie.
I'm one of his students!
How hilarious. No, how very pathetic. The scrawny little student desperately fought all this way to avenge his precious master. Only to end up on this island facing a pitiful end.
Well, I might lose, but I'm not going down this time without a fight! And after what you did to our Master Avon, you're gonna pay for it!
That's right. So mark my words. You will never be forgiven for what you did!
And who are you?
I'm a student of Avon, too. A disciple!
It seems as if you had the wrong idea about me, disciple. I'm not really the one that took Avon's life.
He blew himself up.
Kindness! That animal instinct kindness was his undoing.
You? Ma'am, no! He's powerful in hand-to-hand, too!
Like you, fool!
I'll make this quick.
Oh, okay.
Looks like we've stumbled into a trap.
This isn't good. Do you think Dai and Baddock?
We have to focus on the mission at hand, right? We gotta defeat...
So die is at the Dark Flame Spire. Then so be it. Either way, this is the end for the disciples of Avon. I suppose I'll just enjoy crushing you worms.
It can't be...
Jesus
I'll
Christ!
enjoy crushing you worms. I'm gonna pummel you. You're both gonna burn.
Don't!
Can you dodge it all? What the hell?
Freeze! You're finished! Burn to a crisp! Taste it! This'll do it!
Death to the weak.
They made her AI so bad. What the heck?
Yeah.
Sizzle!
Let's go!
Oh, we're just getting started.
Crackle! Taste it! Bristle!
Death to the weak.
Let's go!
Oh no.
One spell in your ashes.
Woo!
What a disappointment.
Taste it!
just getting started.
Burn to ashes!
Why you? Sizzle!
You're finished!
I'll turn you to ash!
Free!
Death!
Death.
Sizzle!
Let's go!
Sizzle! Sizzle! Sizzle!
Crackle!
So close.
Sizzle!
Ah!
Bristle!
A lingering hit by.
Sizzle! One spell in your ashes. Oh, we're just getting started.
Time to cool off!
We are? We're just getting started. Ah!
Ow! Adlar's spell. It's even more powerful than last time. But how?
As a reward for defeating Ivan, the Dark King granted me a new body, allowing me an even greater power in close combat, spells, and everything else. So
One
now
could
I
say
have more
I'm
strength than
perfect.
the pathetic hero Ivan. As you can see, this time around, you have no hope for victory. And your friend Dai has been pummeled by the Mystic and Shadow Legions, and is already gone.
It's no good. We can't beat him. Maybe if it was just Flazzard, but with Hadlar and the other legions here, it's all over.
You will.
What if you tried using Zoom to get away?
Fearsome
Yeah.
inferno.
That's right. I can't just give up. If I give up, then who's going to protect her? I have to protect Ma'am. And I have to help Dai.
You're both going to burn! Sizzle!
I can't give up. Not until the very end.
Just beam struggle.
Here goes!
What? No!
Simply beam struggle.
I just cast Sizzle?
That one's grunts like,
How could that weakling mage's spell overpower my own?
Now's my chance while they're distracted. What can I use? This'll work.
Has Sizzle ever worked for you, Hadlar? Like, come on. It's a good point, or not.
I did it! Ma'am! Did you see that?
Pop, that was amazing. I can't believe you.
No, I was unconscious. What did you do?
Right? Me too! I wasn't even thinking. It's all thanks to my mentor. It was just one day of training with Matariv, but it feels like my attack spells have already increased in power. Thank you, mentor.
I didn't do shit. You just
dark
sat in the
ice fire
forest
later.
for hours.
Let's go help Dai and Baddock.
You know, I'm still here.
Amazing how that insolent human has grown.
Where did your shirt go?
But now, observe and understand. There is always going to be a bigger force. Curses!
I'll miss them.
Yeah.
Man, this whole thing's
Isn't
just
it something?
really
It's
bad.
The sound of Lord Hadlar using his most powerful spell, Kaziz.
Hadlar's here?
The Dark Ice Spire is being guarded by Lord Hadlar himself, along with his legion
We're
of
still going.
minions.
Yep.
Futile! Pure futility! No one can break free from Mistvern's dark puppetry or a hand?
We.
I can't believe that worked!
Medic! Gomachen!
Curse you and your useless struggle! You've merely prolonged your inevitable doom! All of you, attack!
When suddenly falling rock.
It's me, Crocodile. I threw this rock at you.
Who would dare go against Sabora?
I would.
I was joking!
He is back! I'm back, bitches!
Without a trace? Then you show up and drop a boulder on us! What is the meaning of this?
I'm helping the disciples of Avon. Watch your attempt
You
at a
sped
cowardly
up
little
lines.
You're mad. All of you. Ignore the others and take
This
care of
cutscene
this
can't be
traitor
15 minutes
first.
long. Alright, we'll shorten it to 14
Your
minutes and
joking
58
must
seconds.
be, because no
Yep.
one in the Dark Army can defeat the Beast King!
You're really alive! That's right! Pop and Mam are in danger! It's Hadlar!
Fear not. A mighty ally is headed for the Dark Ice Spire.
I see.
And he's even more powerful than I am.
Oh man, it can't possibly be the other person we left for dead. Surely not.
The other guy who's totally not dead. No body, no dead. See, you get it. See,
what
this.
I like is the winning!
That's still fine.
Mm-hmm.
See, you play enough games, and you learn. You learn certain things. Oh my gosh. More cutscene! Doing a Captain Tsubasa pose as he kicks die, I had no idea.
I'll give it my all!
Even at level 1, it's still strong.
Yeah.
Like 5 more seconds of charge time. He can deal with that.
Yeah.
My oh my!
Can't upgrade all this stuff. Yeah, I can upgrade this though, and I think I will. It's the one that deals the most damage, I think. Because there's no real reason to hold on to these. I just may not upgrade it until resources are more plentiful.
Yeah.
these are specifically spells and skills. Okay. So probably from after that, we're gonna get more and more specific.
Yeah.
All right, next movie.
Eventually, we'll get
There still
Dynium.
remain. I did hold back. so I
Along with
wouldn't damage
Topium
the
and
Dark
Mamium?
Spire.
Yeah.
She's still breathing. I should finish her off just in case.
Wait.
You survived as well. Don't worry. You'll both meet again in the next round.
Yeah, but I've never seen Captain Tsubasa. No, I don't even, I know
Me
it's a
either.
I know it's a show. That's all I know it is.
I don't care what happens to me. Just please let her go. I'll take her place.
I see. You're in love with this girl, aren't you? Oh, this is just perfect. Knowing that, I can't possibly let her live. You've scarred
Like,
my
oh,
body,
interesting.
a worthless little worm. So now I'm going
That
to
makes me
make
want
you
to do this
watch
more.
Take away the girl you love.
Remember, Trump, we're getting the super abridged
This
version.
is the most fitting punishment for you.
So we're missing all of the stuff where that develops.
I'll
It is not
leave
just
her on
extremely
top
obvious.
Of the dark ice spire where everyone will be able to see.
Now, if I do this angle with this much strength, she'll land right there. I was joking. I was literally joking. I'll see your message in a bit, showing up. I see it though. I like just because your sizzle sucks doesn't mean you should be such a sore loser.
What? The dark ice spire destroyed?
I literally thought he was gonna spear, so I was gonna make the joke. I thought, oh, if I do this angle and this much trick, she'll land right on top of the tower. And then I look back at the screen, he's thrown her.
What? But you're...
It did grab loser, yes.
Uncle, you're alive. It can't be.
Is this a dream? Where am I?
You're not dreaming, and you're not dead.
Uncle, you're alive. Oh, thank goodness.
Suddenly
Pop-
we're back here on the ground.
Pop lost that competition real fast.
Yeah.
Underground palace.
You're right, I shouldn't be here. But right then, in my final moments, I was saved by a great warrior.
We're under lava.
So you
Lava doesn't melt stuff instant.
My steel hide can withstand just about anything. Plus, this Garuda here saved me at the last second.
But I was the one who tried to kill you. Why did you save me?
It was a soldier's mercy when you ordered them to treat my wounds. Mercy must be repaid in kind, that's why. Besides, from now on, you must continue to help Dai and his friends.
If mercy was really your intent, then you should have just left me to my death.
Death is the easy way
I
out.
had refused
Atone
to
for
face
your
my
sins,
own
coward.
weaknesses And turned my hate for Avant into a hatred for all of humanity. Maybe I would have paid the price for some of my crimes. But because I live, this shame will continue to be with me for all my days.
Uncle, I believe that the worth of a man lies in how much they are able to let go of the past, no matter how painful it may be. Be it a life in shame and reviled by all you know, so long as you walk a path that you believe in, is that not enough? The Garuda tells me Dai and his friends have headed north.
Look at that smug
probably
bird.
to Valja Island. I'm going to go help them. It's the least I can do after they've reminded me.
I'm going
A
to
little
be.
birdie told me.
You're right, Beast King. My crimes are too great. My demise won't absolve me of them.
Oh, you should probably keep those on. You need those.
You were the first to ever shed real tears.
The One Piece benches, no!
I must.
Not the anime bandages.
I must fight for the hero and his friends!
If you keep those on for like at least another hour.
The dark armor blade. It was lost in the fall of the underground palace. How is it here? And it's been completely repaired as well.
I don't know about that
They
one.
say a true weapon chooses its wielder. Perhaps this dark blade was restored and drawn here by the power of Thor and Udora.
This is such the dumbest excuse. Because you found conviction. Your armor repaired itself on its own and came here flying to you.
I mean, I guess.
That's it. So long as you have the will to fight, this armor shall always find you.
Unbelievable. I never trusted you, but the crocodile
Ignore the 200 liquid metal slime graves in the corner.
You'll believe it when you hear him destroy the dark flame spire.
That's just my headcanon now. That's what this
It
armor
leaves
is.
a pile of corpses where it lands.
You head to Valja Tower with Pop and meet up with Dai. You just leave this.
That's my headcanon, is that's how his armor is so good. It's just made of liquid metal slime.
Well, okay then. Thanks, pal. Good luck.
What are you doing?
Forget him. He said to go, so let's go.
Let's go.
All traitors must suffer death. That's the law of the Dark Army. I'm going to make yours slow and painful.
But we sat on that one for a while.
Yeah.
We dipped it! I might have known he was joining the party for a while.
Yeah.
Fence right, supposed to let fence cannot be staggered. Okay, so that's his left.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'll give it my all.
I must stay focused.
Man, you've got some work to do.
Yeah.
To battle!
So anyway, we could have him in this outfit if we wanted.
I'll fight to the end.
Wow.
Looks fine for 5 seconds. Dark puppet. Alright, here we go. We gotta set you up. How you are way behind. Here, you can have this. You need it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're magic anyway. I think that's better. He has more HP than anybody else. even with all the buffs everyone has.
I must stay.
I'll give it. I'll give it my.
Go.
Should probably upgrade his moves.
You're right. I probably should.
You're
I
welcome.
see you.
No. One too many. I would also like to point out for those who have made it this far into the video or the stream, despite all of my complaints, I am actually having a good time. I am very much enjoying this story. It's just like, like for all of the times that I've heard people like complain, like the one that comes to mind is Octo, as mentioned the reason he does like 14 stuff. Like, I want to play the game, and you are giving me cutscenes all the time, and I'm like, I don't feel like 14 was that bad. This is that bad.
Yeah.
They could have cut, like, I think a lot. They already cut a lot out of it, but I think a lot of what it comes down to is like some of this stuff could have been animated and wasn't.
Yeah, and a lot of this can also be walking and talking through a level.
Yeah. So, like, I really, like, I get the feeling, because of the way, like, some of these levels are, like, laid out, I feel like they wanted to do an open world exploration game. I feel like it's here. It's almost here. But I just don't think they had the budget or the time. So, as I do with every time something happens that Square Enix fails, I'm gonna blame the higher-ups. Pretty sure that's what happened here.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm also gonna do this before we start the next fight. Like, someone brought something up to me that I didn't even think about originally. Japan loves Dragon Quest. It's like one of the things. One of the video games. You know? So, like, for them to mess it up? What happens? That's really what I'm wondering. You know, it's like... I can't make Call of Duty the same reference, because Call of Duty gamers have proven they don't care what Call of Duty does. Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this one shot under level, because he is in fact under leveled.
Yes.
I must stay focused.
If not, I'll have to grind some. Oh, this is a great way to start off.
Monsters aren't even worth my time. If you want to kill me, do it by risking your own life, you coward.
That gargoyle was like, oh fuck, he broke out.
Here goes.
Unbelievable! I never trusted you.
Oh, you're starting off.
Crocodile to betray our forces as well.
You'll believe it when you hear him destroy the Dark Flame Spire.
All traitors must suffer death. That's the law of the Dark Army. I'm going to make yours slow and painful.
This ends here.
Oh, we're just getting started. Sizzle! Sizzle!
Ooh, that got some distance on it.
Eat this! Kaboom! Eat this! Kaboom!
I love he cut himself off.
Cleave!
Yeah.
Take this! I'll slice you in two! How dare you!
Eat this! Kaboom! Death to the weak.
Come on, do your next thing.
Stay too slow. Wave slash! Out of my sight! Undo! Time to finish you off!
Oh, we're just getting started. Sizzle! Sizzle! Eat this! Kaboom!
I think my armor wore out the worst time.
Yeah.
Earth slash! Not so fast!
You're finished! One spell in your ashes!
I know this one. was out of their age to begin with.
How dare you?
Behold my most powerful technique. Unfortunately, it has an itty bitty range.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to flex real quick.
Wave slash. Kaboom! How dare you? Who are you? Undo!
I'm gonna pummel you.
At least he's not using his weakest move, Sizzle.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just getting started. Sizzle!
There we go. There he is.
Sizzle!
He just uses it when he's angry.
Eat this.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened that last time. Is it stopped him moving when it wore off. That's so annoying.
Cleave. Earth slash.
Eat this. Kaboom!
Take this.
Goodbye. Ridiculous.
It'll take more than that to stop me.
Who are you?
Not so fast. Dark puppetry aura head. I'll slice you in two.
Death to the weak. Sizzle! Sizzle!
There are no boxes left.
I think there's a jar back there.
Maybe? There is. I don't know how you saw that.
Unfortunately, it was Gage.
Hey man, that's damage though.
Yeah.
This. Kaboom!
Wave slash.
Ah!
That is what I'm here for. To see the things you cannot with this screen spinning.
Stay still.
Okay.
Oh, we're just getting started. Sizzle! Sizzle!
Take this.
Frizz! Goodbye!
Not so fast.
Frizz! Death to the weak. Sizzle! Sizzle!
Earth slash.
That is so much damage to him.
Time to finish you off. Undo.
Let's see if I can do this.
I find you. Cleave.
Impossible!
Hey, we did it. Let's go.
Could have been worse.
You're right. It could have been worse. You could have been even lower level.
Hey, we still did use all of our healing items, but that's mostly on me.
Yeah.
Now we have a party. Let's go.
Princess! Princess!
Wait, so what does this one do? I have to know. I'm gonna go ahead and play the ads right now. So that way, like, during the cutscene, they'll play, and then maybe, potentially, there's another fight. I don't think there is, but we'll see. So, 3 minutes of ad once an hour, every hour to prevent those pre-rolls. If you're subs or have an ad block or have Twitch Turbo, you don't see it, you're not gonna miss anything that's not in the Die anime. but this is the best time to do it.
Yep.
I apologize, but you're gonna get him in a bit or not, so. Or a bit otherwise, so. No, okay, well. No cutscenes, not yet. Okay, good.
Give it my all.
Yeah, I really feel like I should be doing more of the temple. Just to get some of these, or just get more.
Yeah.
Which sucks, because I'm really enjoying playing Builders 2. And I have like a bunch of other stuff I need to do as well.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, look at me. Got money and too much time. Too many games. It hasn't gotten to your head, has it? I literally haven't used it on anything that I... Literally have not been able to use it. Shut up. No, I just realized as I hit A, I was like, hold on. I probably should have used that for video. Let's see. Yeah, because I would have gone up by 5 HP heal, but eh. I don't think we have any that I can use. Okay, so there's just a bunch that we don't get via story that I have to get in here. So, oh yeah, so I definitely should be doing this because this is most likely giving a boost to all of the characters. These are huge stat buffs. And I don't think it's that exciting to be doing on screen. Oh look, there's mini medals in the corner. Look at that.
Weird.
The ads basically that. I'm just gonna go ahead. Pinnacle does have some XP to do, but he is strong enough right now. Like he could take that difference on.
The dark flame spire!
Come on, little feet, carry me!
Astounding attack! But if you ask me, Anguish Blast might sound a little too ominous now. How about something like Beast King Redemption Blast?
Not half bad! Thank you, old man.
Beast King Blast!
So now it's your turn. I'm no longer
Beast King Spiral
Khan
Beam.
Master, so I can't claim to avenge my master. For taking the life of my father, Bartos the Knight, I cannot allow you to live any longer.
You snotty whelp! Watch your tongue! Like father, like son, you both defy me! Be gone!
Have you forgotten?
What to say?
Any magic you can possibly conjure. Prepare
Have you
yourself.
forgotten what the armor you gave me does?
Hey, I feel lighter. The curse field is gone!
Your weighted trading clothes have been removed, Die. Your power level has skyrocketed.
You showed up and saved us.
That's great! So Hyonkle's a disciple of Yvonne after all. We should get going. Leona needs us.
Be careful, Youngle.
See, like, why couldn't this have been?
He's stronger than I imagined. No wonder the Dark King likes him. And without my
This is why they don't let you fizzle bosses, by the way.
Yeah.
If I could do something about that armor, I see.
He's coming for the final showdown.
Bloody Stride!
That's...
You traitor!
That was a disappointing fight. It's over, Hadlar.
Except for my power!
It can't be. No one can survive an attack like that!
Unlike you, I have a heart on each
I was about to say.
I only needed you to...
You monster.
Now, with your armor damaged, I'm going to fill it with pure hellfire.
Hellfire?
You know, Hellfire.
Ugh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Curse you and your dirty tricks. I can't move my body.
So much for your mighty sword, then. While I still have my secret weapon! Now watch as I unleash the full power of my greatest spell!
Sir!
Your punctured armor withstand it!
Yeah, it looks really good for a dude that was just Flash, right?
Take this, Cassis!
Thanks for the follow.
You stubborn little brat. He's finally met his end.
Lord Hadlar, are you hurt?
It's nothing.
Bro, are you sure? You blasted two other kids and they were fine.
Press F for the gargoyle. He's got a big ol' F on his head.
Die and the others are in danger.
Come on, get up.
I have to stop them, but I don't have any way to fight.
Bro, your sword's literally
What
right
can I do? What weapon can I use?
Magic sword.
Life energy. Basically, it's your aura.
How did you do that?
I just focused my whole aura. As a warrior, you cannot cast most spells. If your sword is ever lost, the only weapon you're gonna have left is life itself. If you find yourself in such a situation, you'll have to fight with your aura. But remember that the aura is an offensive life energy, and it'll be very difficult to control it. If your heart is full of malice, it can put your own life at risk the same way it does with your opponents.
Thanks, Phoenix. if I alt tab out of the game,
Skill.
it doesn't
All I
let
have
me.
to do is defeat my enemy with my sword. Isn't that right?
I just have to be good.
I laughed at Avon's teachings, but now I understand. Now I know why he taught me.
It's almost impressive how stubborn the students of Avon can be. What is that? An extreme amount of energy
Yeah,
is
Autobot's
gathering at his forehead.
striking hot today.
Wait, is this his aura?
If it means
I might
stopping
lower the
Hadlar
setting a little
here,
bit.
then I'll gladly use all of my life. Avon, my master, give this ungrateful student his final strength!
No! Get away!
Neo I-beam!
Crocodile, where's Hadlar? Oh, he's over there. And there. No. This chapter just keeps going.
Sure does.
I was hoping to finish it, but I don't think I can. Not tonight. Do you know if we're doing stuff tomorrow?
No.
Sunday, we're going to be watching Castlevania, potentially.
Yeah. Which originally, earlier today, I read that as us doing that tomorrow. And then when I got home and I read, the more recent messages, I'm like, Sunday, but I thought we were going to do Saturday. And then I actually read everything. I'm like, oh, yeah.
I'll do my best.
I must stay focused.
Why is your eye closed?
To battle!
Yes.
Yeah, it's both of them.
I'll fight to the end.
Next week's gonna be really weird with stream times. I actually don't know when we're gonna stream.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff's up in the air right now. I guess pay attention to the channel for a stream on Monday. The closest I can recommend is if you're in the Discord, I can give you the stream pings roll. And if you're solely on Twitch, turn the notifications on. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it Sunday. I don't know when it's going to be on Monday. Because everything's crazy right now.
My fault.
Monday is your fault. Saturday and Sunday are not. But I want to keep going. I don't know when, and I can't give that information. I really wish I could. I would say for Saturday and Sunday, if we're not online by 7 p.m. Central Time, then we're not streaming. Monday, we could be really early or really late. We could be at like midnight Central Time streaming.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm starving. And I'm starting to drain energy here real quick. I'm losing my aura. You know what? Jakado is playing this game. We can repay him for the raid he gave us earlier. So you guys say hi to Jakado. Have a great night. And at latest, we'll see you on Monday. I'm just not sure when. Have a great night.
Goodbye.